Oh,
consent from the person you're talking to actually talk about it.
right. Right, we are in the recording. Okay, so as we left off, you had made your way through. Was it Priory Town? I think I'd called it. You went through
Yeah.
Priory Town. You'd made your way to the far east side. You saw a temple. You spoke with two of the monks there in front of the temple. You thought that the orb that was floating above the roof line was an important thing and that it needed to be studied further, but that these people were essentially guarding it. You went to take the orb, and as you took it, one of the monks screamed out, pointing in your direction. You all scattered, and this whole place descended, and sort of the papers and the what could only be described at this point as an illusion of the surrounding area rolled away into this area that you see in front of you. You are still spread out. The guards know that you are here. There are three main pillars, two of which have controls of some sort with guards manning them. Another one has Lyle, the beloved missing husband of Lucille, the wizard that you remember was partly responsible for the teleportation device which Tally created. He was the magic behind it, and she was the machine behind it. And you arrive here, where you see that not only are these guards, but they seem to be dressed in some sort of cult, I don't know, paraphernalia. They have KPS symbols on them, and they are led by a woman in the center. There is some sort of swirling power in the middle of this obelisk sort of platform in the center. And you don't know fully what it does, but you do know that there are a lot of dead furbolgs in the surrounding grounds. And that this is a dark and obscured place. I think we need to go back to the top of the order, and the top of the order is Quinn. Quinn, what would you like to do?
Um, I am still believe I was concentrated on this guy over here last time, so I'm gonna continue to shoot my shot at him.
Cool, cool, cool. Remember, we're not
Um,
going for disadvantage on any altitude based things, and also each of these notes that I've put on here are all altitude based. Also, Avonmaith still has the aura, which will affect all of you because Avonmaith couldn't see you when that aura was cast.
okay.
Just
Uh,
basic reminders on all of that because you would have known all of that going into this. It's not like a week has passed in game time.
right.
Okay, so what attack are you gonna do?
I'm gonna just go with. Sorry, I had to reload D&D Beyond and Foundry because of the extension. Um, I am just gonna firebolt him.
Fireball. Okay.
Yeah, because I believe wasn't he bloodied at this point?
He is looking very hurt.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna go with a firebolt to hit, and that is a virtual tabletop not found. What? I rolled a 12, so I'm assuming that does not hit.
Is that a 12 to hit? It's not plus
Uh,
anything.
I don't think. Yeah, I think it was just a 12. I think it
Okay.
did all the math. I just.
Right, that's fine. So, yeah, that missed. Um, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Um. No, I'm gonna stay there
Okay.
for this turn. Yeah.
While we go through everybody else's turns, do you want to see if there's something you might be able to, I don't know, try again with D&D Beyond and the extension and all that? I know it's
Yeah, I'm
a
reloading it
pain, but
again.
we'll
I'm not
give it a go.
exactly sure why. I'll do a test roll once I
That's fine. Roll as much as you
Reload
need to.
Conjuring.
Okay, next in the order then, Shen. Shen, you're 120 feet up in the air, 80 feet above this platform. There's many guards underneath you, and you've still got your spiritual weapon. What do you want to do on your turn? Shen? Hello?
Oh, sorry. I had the mute on. Sorry.
Okay.
They've got the dodge action, and
Yeah.
these guys are too far for him because this can only go. My spiritual weapon can only go 20 feet. But
Right.
it might as well try. So that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm still not close enough, am I?
No, it'd be 4 squares, which would be there.
I'll go here. Okay. I can't ready his own action, can I? In the meantime, this is me maybe overthinking.
Okay.
I'm going to look at the spell real quick.
All right.
Just loaded it. Let's see, 30 feet. I'm going to move myself slightly.
Okay.
I think that would be enough.
I saw that come through, Quinn.
Okay, so one more movement there. I think I've just moved 15.
Yeah, I think so.
I did, yeah.
Where were you before? Were you here?
I think so.
That's 10 feet then.
Oh, okay. This is going to sound very weird, but I'm thinking maybe this magic thing in the middle, if it's got anything to do with the raven and is all ink and parchment, then what doesn't like ink and parchment? Rain.
Where are you getting ink and parchment from?
No, I just think it might be ink, like a bunch of magical ink in there.
Okay.
If it's anything to do with the raven.
Sure. I wouldn't want you to think that I had, given you that impression, that's all. That's fine.
No, this is me thinking. I'm not sure. I might be overthinking. And it's worth a shot. I'm going to create water around. How do I click it?
You hold your cursor down, and when you click.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I want to create water around here. I can do it from 30 feet away. Oh,
Okay, sure.
Right high up.
Yeah, you would have to create it above.
I can create it above because it falls.
Because if you moved 15 feet down when you moved, then you'd be 105 feet in the air, which then means that you are 85 feet above this. But I believe with Create Water you can make rain, right?
Yes, I'm going to create... I didn't go down, I just moved along, if that makes sense.
So you're still 8... Oh, no, it wouldn't be 80 feet up, would it? It'd be 65 feet up.
I just want to make sure you can hear me.
But yeah, you would be...
Yeah, okay.
What am I thinking of? Yeah, you can make rain, but it won't be directly on that spot. It will be above it.
Okay. Well, rain falls anyway, so...
Yeah. Right, so
I'm
you've stayed 120 feet in the air, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I apologise if this does nothing. I'm just trying something. And I'm going to create water here. I don't think I need to do anything much apart from it is...
Is it a cantrip or a spell?
It's a spell. It's a spell.
So yeah, just tick that off your character sheet then. That's all you need to do. Okay, and where are you going to put it? Just directly over top?
It's a 30-foot cube within range. It says extinguishes flames in the area, but I just
you said a 30-foot cube. I would have thought it was a 5-foot cube, not a 30-foot cube.
It says 30-foot cube on here.
A 30-foot cube. And what distance is the thing from you?
30 foot.
So it's 30 feet away and it's a 30-foot cube.
Yep, you can look it up yourself. It says to create destroy water.
Create or destroy water. You can create up to 10 gallons of water within range in an open container. Alternatively, the water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube within range. Okay.
Which is 30 foot.
Yeah. That's...
I don't know if it'll do anything. I'm just plucking at
No,
straws
it's just...
here.
It's the... It's the ambiguity of whether that means that the rain emanates from the 30-foot cube or if it starts and stops within the same cube.
Oh,
You get what I mean?
I
I
get
can
you.
look it up.
It's
Well,
not
the
on actual
exact
sample.
wording, the exact wording is you either create or destroy water, create water. This is the specific wording. You create up to 10 gallons of clean water within range in an open container. Alternatively, the water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube within range, extinguishing exposed flames in the area. That doesn't say to me whether it's going to fall beyond that cube.
The next thing I see, it says 10 gallons over 900 square feet works out to just under 0.5 millimeter of rainfall, but I don't think that's what I'm looking for.
We're looking to see if it means it only drops within 30-foot cube, or if I could just cast it within a 30-foot cube and it drops from it. If that makes sense.
It's a first level spell, which to me would mean that you would probably have to get closer so that you can actually cast this and it go beyond, go like work within the 30-foot cube. Let me explain the logic that as I see it, right? If they meant for it to be, it falls from out of this space, then it would have been either a cylinder or a radius, because they would have said it comes from this space, it always is going to go downwards. Why would it ever stop? The fact that they've specified cube means that they've decided that there is a top and a bottom to it.
Yeah,
So,
I thought it's been really cool. I'm sorry.
I would say if you want to do it and have it affect this swirling vortex in the center, you're going to need to get closer to it. Because right now you are 80 feet above it, and you're doing it below you. It only makes sense that you get closer to it, right? So like the edge of the box would be the 30 feet, and then 30 feet more than that, that's 60 feet. That takes it down to 60 feet from where you are. If you go down by 20 feet, now we're talking. Now you can actually do it.
Okay, I'll go down a bit then.
Right. Because otherwise we're just arguing that you should stay in the air away from everything forever, and it feels like that feels silly to me.
None of y'all trickery.
And yeah, you can't just make a spot of water in the sky and expect it to just fall forever when it's magic water and it's only 10 gallons. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not disputing you. I'm just saying in my head it felt like the cube was a cloud.
Right.
That's what it said. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just
right.
That's what my logic was saying.
Yeah, I have to go with what it says by the wording that it says, and it seems like this is the only way that I can understand it working, right?
Okay.
Because if they've defined a top and a bottom, it doesn't feel like that's the emanation point. It feels like that's where it falls within, right? The water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube. Like the water is falling in the cube. That's their wording.
Yeah,
Alternatively, the water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube. It's not falling from a 30-foot cube, you know? It's that word in is doing a lot of heavy lifting in this whole fucking spell. If they changed it to something else, then I could say, yeah, it's vague enough that it works. Right, so you cast that 30-foot cube. We can make a box to show what a 30-foot cube is, but essentially that's it. This is your 30-foot cube, and it's going to fall on this spot in the center. Now that you've done that, give me a perception check.
I'll take this roll for me. Can I go with my passive if it's not high enough?
Your passive? Well, you always get a minimum of your passive, yeah.
14 then, because my actual roll wasn't very good. It wasn't a 1.
With a 14, yeah, you don't really see a great deal, to be honest. I'm
Okay.
gonna keep that cube there, but it is just Wayne, basically. Okay. That took longer than I expected. Do you have
Sorry.
anything else to do on your turn?
No, I'll just hover.
Okay, cool. Right, well, these guys, it's now their turns. And let's see what they have got. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it's the Cult Fanatics' turns. They are going to, I think from where they are, their diagonal is going to be 60 feet from you because you are now 60 feet above the platform. This guy's still dead over here. I think these two guys are going to focus on Quinn because Quinn is starting to get aggro and they're going to get aggro back. So yeah, there's 3 guys over here are going to be focused on that. I would say that this guy is probably focused more on Avonwaith, this guy on Avonwaith, but 3 of these guys are certainly going to attack for Shen. Because you're fucking with their stuff up on the dais, and they're not happy about it. So you need to make 3 DC 11 dexterity saving throws.
Okie dokie.
So click on that, click normal, and click it 3 times. Or I guess you're doing it physical, aren't you? Okay, so roll 3 DC 11 dexterity saves with your dice. This guy is going to attack Avonwaith, and is going to do the same thing, I guess. So
Okay.
Avonwaith needs to roll DC 11 dexterity, rolls a 22. There's nothing for succeeding. You don't get half damage. And the same with these guys. These guys are all going to use it as well. So Quinn, roll me 3 DC 11 dexterity saving throws, please.
I only failed one of them.
You
3?
failed one of them. Okay, yes, 3
Yeah.
three dexterity
Oh,
saving
oh,
throws,
oh.
DC 11, please.
Yeah, that was the wrong roll. That's not a save. Okay, there's the first save.
It seems like it's the same numbers. I guess you're not proficient in dexterity saves.
No, I
Well,
mean,
the
it's still
first,
+3.
yeah, it's just +3.
Yeah,
The first
so-
roll was just a regular dexterity, not a save.
Yeah, but we can take it as a save because it's the same numbers. You still get a +3.
Okay.
And you rolled well with it, so we won't take it off you. So you succeed on all 3. So all of these flames come shooting at you. You manage to dodge each one of them. And Shen, you dodge 2 of them, but unfortunately the third just grabs you. And you take 4 radiant damage. Now with your
do I
new
get
weapon, do you get any
Yeah.
resistance to it?
I am going to check 1 sec.
Okay, you check on that. If you get resistance, you take half of that damage. That is all of them, and I just realised that I've not put this guy into the initiative yet. Oh, he would have gone first. Okay, so what does he have? He's got no spells. His chain has...
I have resistance to radiant.
Okay, so you take 2 damage. So, yeah, because resistance means you take half damage from whatever that is. Okay, so... Let's see. What movement has it got? Kira, where are you? Are you on the ground?
Yeah, I got away from those vine things that were coming after me.
Right. So...
So I quickly jumped off to the side and slid down.
Okay. Right. Okay. So this is essentially it's called a chain devil. It's able to animate any chains that it can see within the area to become animate objects and fight for it. It can do up to 4 of those. I think with this guy being chained down, it's only fair that there would likely be chains in the area. I just don't want to say that there are 4 of them, because that feels like I'm just stacking it in my favour. So what we're going to do is, instead, I'm going to roll a d4. And whatever it comes up with, that's how many chains we have. It'll be a d4 minus 1. So you've got the advantage on your side. So if it rolls a 1, there's no chains. And if it rolls a 4, there's only 3. Look at that. You have 2 chains that appear. So as its action, it's going to use animate chains. That now means that there are 2 chain creatures now that animate and are able to attack. It can do that within 60 feet of itself. These chains are going to be up on the top. Those chains are going to be able to move on their own turn, but that turn is going to be the chain devil's turn. So you're going to have multiples of these chains are going to come and fuck with you. What we're going to do is we're going to use the duplicates of the chain devil, and I'm just going to adapt these to have the specific AC that it talked about. Hang on.
Now, are these next to it up top?
Yes,
or did
they
they
are,
come
yes.
down? So they're up top.
Yes. The chain devil has a movement speed, but right now it does not want to get off of this thing itself. It wants to stay where it is and keep this guy down, right? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Right, so we've got each of these. Let's see, what can they do? Up to 4 chains the devil can see within 60 feet of it magically sprout razor-edged barbs and animate under the devil's control, provided that the chains aren't being worn or carried. They're not. Each animated chain is an object with blah, resistance to blah, and immunity to blah. When the devil uses multi-attack on its turn, it can use each animated chain to make 1 additional chain attack. An animated chain can grapple 1 creature of its own, but can't make attacks while grappled. An animated chain reverts to its inanimate state if reduced to 0 points, or if the devil is incapacitated or dies. Okay. Fine. So they're gonna leap off the edge, essentially, just like drop off the edge. They've got a movement speed of 30 anyway, so they would be able to hit the floor even if they didn't. One of them is going to try and grapple you, and the other one is going to attack you.
Do I not get my turn first since they just spawned, or?
Well, they spawned on this guy's turn, and they're going to act on this turn. He's animated them, so they've appeared.
My spiritual weapon acts the same way.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure.
That's fine. So we're going to do athletics versus athletics. So it's a contested grapple. So you need to roll an athletics check against my athletics check. If mine is higher, you are grappled. Your speed will reduce to 0 until you manage to get out of it. The chain devil rolls a 6. That was a 2 on the die.
Oh, thank God.
14. You are not grappled. This guy is going to attack you with a melee attack. Attacks for an 11 to hit. Does that hit you?
My AC is 14.
Then it does not. So these dumb chains fall off the edge. One of them tries to grab you and is too loose to do any real attack, and the other one just doesn't really do much at all, much of anything. So that's that. You are not grappled.
Quick question.
Yes.
With the chain devil, it said that the target is grappled if the devil isn't already grappling a creature. It's grappling him, right?
Right. So that's why I made the distinction between this guy is grappling him, but the others are loose in the area.
Okay. I just wanted to
Yes.
Double, triple check.
That's fine. So, let's move on to this other guy on the top of this dais. Now, we had... Avonwaith is 50 feet up. This guy is 40 feet up. And there's a space of 10 feet between them. So, that's touch, so I can't do that. But we will do this instead. We'll do a Sacred Flame. Now, I said that 3 of those guys were attacking Shen, 3 attacking you. That leaves 1 more guy to attack Avonwaith as well. So 2 guys are going to attack Avonwaith. I think that Avonwaith already rolled for 1 of those dex saves. Yep, did. So then we only need Avonwaith to roll for another one. And that also is a success. So that's fine. Now, we've also got this spiritual weapon that one of these dudes created. Unfortunately, it can only move 20 feet and is going to not be high enough to be able to get to Avonwaith. So this spiritual weapon goes to chase after Avonwaith, but if Avonwaith doesn't move on their turn, then it will be able to catch up on the next turn. Okay. I see you using your measuring stick over there. I have a feeling that on your turn, which is now, that you are going to try and leave.
Yes.
You keep on dragging it over and dragging it over.
Yeah. Well, that's because I'm measuring. Okay, it's important.
Sure,
so I'm
yeah.
gonna here, right here. Do I need to disengage since they didn't do anything to me yet, or? I mean, I am
Right.
technically in a battle with them, so I'm just asking.
So, what was the question, sorry?
Do I need to disengage?
Do you need to disengage? If you do disengage, then it means you won't take an opportunity melee attack. However, I do need you to make a, what do you call it? A wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit, that's not gonna be good. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Well.
Ooh, that's rough. Okay, so you, as you go to try and leave, you see that your mother is trapped in some of these chains nearby, seemingly like in where Lyle is. And all of this, your wisdom save unfortunately does not show that you are. What's the word? That you're seeing an illusion. What you see is real to you, and that means that you are now frightened until the end of your turn.
Shit.
When a creature the devil can see starts its turn within 30 feet of the devil, the devil can create the illusion that it looks like one of the creature's departed loved ones or bitter enemies. If the creature can see the devil, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be frightened until the end of its turn. So this chain devil, which is sort of perched on the edge of this tower, to although it's grappling Lyle, it's peeking over the edge to see you, to be able to create these devils below. You see that your mother is trapped up there, and now you are frightened until the end of your turn.
Let me see.
You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight. You can't willingly move closer to the source of the fear.
Well, I mean, I'm right fucking next to it. So, I'm just gonna attack whichever one looks like it has my mom.
That would be the one on the top. So it's the guy.
Well,
It's the one on the top is the one that's casting this. The other 2 are just animated objects. I've used the
But it
same
can't-
token to represent it, just because it's easier than having to create a new thing. But
Wait,
yeah,
I
they
can
are
still move
essentially
away
that.
from it, though, right?
You can move away from it, yeah.
Yeah, let me move away from that thing.
So long as you can see it, you have disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls. Also, we're going to put this under missed abilities. The Chain Devil actually has what do you call it? It is immune to certain types of damage and resistant to others. So whatever damage it might have taken in previous rounds, it has its health pool, and we'll count that health pool. Right, so you've moved, what is that, your full? Is that your full? 5, 10, 15,
No.
20, 25.
I meant to move one more up.
Do you have a speed of 35?
30.
30, then that would be there. It's hard to see the grid lines, but it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You've
Okay.
gone 30 from there, yeah.
Okay.
So you are now 30 feet away. Do these have... Can these take opportunity attacks? I don't think they can, honestly. I think they're animated objects and they can't take opportunity attacks. So no, they're not going to be able to do that. Okay, so you don't take an opportunity attack from either of these chains. They're just animated objects. They don't have the awareness to be able to attack at you. But that's that. You are now 30 feet away. What would you like to do?
I am looking. Hold on a second. So I already used my bonus action to disengage, which I failed horribly at. I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers on this guy.
On who? Oh, there. Yeah, sure. What do you whisper into this guy's mind?
Oh, sorry. I whisper, "You're only doing this because you couldn't fulfill your promise to your mother. How dare you?"
Oh, that's harsh. Wisdom saving throw. What's your DC for the saving throw?
14.
14. With a 10, this guy grips his temples and that's no, mummy. And he takes what's that? 7 damage.
Mhm.
Okay. He has taken damage for the first time now. Oh wait, what was that Avonmaith spell that they did? What was that? Again, it was that Spirit Guardians or was that?
Yes, it's Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians.
Right, so that would have meant that when this guy started their turn here, that they would have also taken damage.
And a movement penalty, maybe,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, he's not going to go jumping off the edge though, so he's fine. His movement's never going to change. Right, so an affected creature's speed is halved, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage. Okay, so let me just put that into the thing so that I can get rid of it, and we have it here. So,
Okay, so 14 wisdom as well.
this is 18. So that means that he ends up taking another 13 damage from just being here. So he's now looking very fucked up. Right, okay. So if that's the end of your turn, then it's now on to Avonmaith's.
Real quick,
Yes.
I'm going to yell at Avonmaith
Yeah.
to go and hit those chains with the Spirit Guardians whenever this dude dies.
When this dude dies. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll go on to
I'm not
Avonmaith's
hidden
turn.
anymore, so.
No, you're all good.
Oh, is it you that can telepathically tell him?
Yeah, but I am just 5 feet away from being able to.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, so let's see.
mobiles are more efficient.
What can we
I'm
do?
sorry, 5 more feet makes all the difference.
Spirit Guardians is concentration. The concentration is going to mean that they can't go within range of any of you, which to my mind feels dumb. So we're not going to do that anymore. Let's see. They're 50 feet up. They need to get to you, or they need to kill this guy. Well, they can't really do that because you are... Actually, no, you are 30 feet away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... Oh, no, you're not. Damn. Okay. So you're 35 feet away. So instead, Avelmaith is going to attack this dude. Going to attack with the sword. Let's do an attack roll. Gets close enough to attack and gets a crit. That is only 8 damage. But this guy is now pretty fucked. And the aura moves too. There we go. Okay. So Avelmaith has moved down 10 feet to get in line with this guy. And is going to... Let me just put that like that. We're going to move that over to here. Great. Okay, so Avelmaith is now right next to this guy. Is going to take them out hopefully on the next turn or on his next turn. And we're going to move on in the turn order. And hopefully when they get to the next turn, they'll be close enough to Kira to cast something and drop this Spirit Guardians bullshit. Okay, back up to the top of the order with Quinn. Quinn, what are you doing?
Still going after this guy.
Yeah.
And I am going to... I'm going to firebolt him again, just because I don't want to use Stealth Rot just yet.
Sure.
That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 definitely hits. Roll damage.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, 19 damage. Describe the kill for me.
Ooh.
So, I'm just going to, like, hold out my staff and point it in. I don't even know what that really is. I don't think I could even tell. It's like some sort of guard. And I'm just going to point it at him and...
Yeah, he's a god.
And just kind of whisper under my breath. And it's going to just emanate right off the tip of the wand into like just like this very dull light that just gets brighter and brighter and brighter, and then all of a sudden it just breaks free from my wand and goes shooting towards him. And like as it's flying and hurtling through this dark place and cloudy, misty, whatever it is, it's gonna start like forming into the actual fireball.
Nice.
The firebolt, and it's gonna hit him in the chest and just start to like melt his armor. And as he's like panicking and like trying to like tap it out or whatever, you know, I'm on fire. It's just gonna like almost like as it starts to melt, the armor is gonna erupt even more and just completely engulf him.
I love that. So this thing it goes, it hits, and it melts his armor, as you say. And as it melts his armor, you just see this poor skinny guy underneath start to like melt himself, and a singed hole in his own chest opens up a cavity, and he just collapses to the floor. You've still got movement, and you've still got, I believe, bonus action.
I'm gonna wipe my forehead. One down. And then I am going to... What is it? Oh, no, that is not movement. That is a circle. How do I... Why is it on circle? How do I
change the selector?
One above.
You'll have it on a selector, like aura. Put it on the person token thing.
Now it won't let me click anything.
The square one will work for you.
Yeah, click on the little person icon at the top, then click the square one, then click your token, then drag it.
Okay. All right. Well, I can't. It won't let me measure.
Okay,
now.
where do you want to go? Just tell me where you want to go.
Just where's my speed? 35 feet. Towards the bridge here.
So there.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Your speed is 30.
35.
Where's the extra 5? Just so I know.
I don't know, but that's what my sheet says. I think it's because I'm a satyr.
And you've got this on D&D Beyond, right?
Yeah, I think it's because I'm a satyr.
Okay. Well, as a monster, yeah, you've got a speed of 40, but we need a player character thing, don't we?
It
Let's
says
see.
Satyr 5e, your base walking speed is 35 feet.
Okay. Wikidot doesn't want to load. Oh, here we go, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's there. Okay, that's fine. Let me just change it on your character sheet on here as well, because otherwise that's going to fuck me up again in the future. Okay, so yeah, you managed to get over to here. You've used your action and your movement. You've still got bonus action. Is there anything you want to do?
Nope.
Okay, so next person in the turn order is Shen. Shen, your sort of cloud of water disperses, because it only lasts for a turn. You are free to use another perception check on your turn. It's up to you what else you want to do.
Give me a sec. They're all still doing dodge action, I guess.
No, they're not. They took actions on their turn, so they don't have dodge action anymore, no.
Well, I might as well do my spiritual weapon first. He's easily in range of this.
Cool.
My spiritual weapon is gendered, by the way. It is a he.
Okay, so he attacks this one guy who's not taken any damage yet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to load up spiritual weapon. Hold on. Let's see.
See, this is why we're using Foundry in the next campaign, because it's like specific sheets plus websites plus extensions plus D&D Beyond. It's too much bullshit to go wrong. We need to just have it all in one place. Because otherwise it's just going to take, 20 minutes per turn again, and I can't be dealing with that.
What level did I do it with? I don't think I did it with a level 1.
No, I think you just did standard level.
That was a level 1. I should really make a note of when I do something outside of this level.
So make the roll.
Oh no, I didn't because I didn't mark down level 2, which is where it's originated from. I marked down 3, and I haven't used any level 3 spells apart from spiritual weapon if it used it. So I think I used level 3, which.
If that's the spell slot you marked off, then that's the one that is. So make your attack roll.
That's with my spell attack bonus, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's easily over 20. I think, yeah, it's 20 on the dot, dirty 20.
Yeah, so it would be your spell modifier plus proficiency to hit. So that for you is wisdom, right? So wisdom plus proficiency.
And
so
it's just to add my spell modifier, which is just my wisdom, right?
yeah, if it says that in the spell, yes.
That's, I guess, 4 to whatever I rolled. Ooh, this is good. 13 plus 4. That's 17. 17
Okie dokie.
17 force. That's it. 17 force.
Right. Okay. So let's have a look. Yeah,
Minus
plus your
4.
spellcasting modifier. So how much
Yeah,
damage
hold on.
again? Sorry.
17 in total. I've rolled
17
13
total.
I rolled 13, and I had my spell modifier.
As he cleaves into this guy, you see that he's like rendered down to like almost exactly half of his health pool. He's fully fucked in one move. He's fully fucked.
I might as well finish the job then.
So that's one attack. Now that's your it was your bonus action to move it, and to attack was for free. Now it's your action and movement.
Okay, I don't need to move, I don't think. I'm just. Come on. I'm talking about the thingy. I want to use. I think. Am I in range to do Sacred Flame 60 feet?
Sacred Flame on what?
The same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I am going to use Sacred Flame on the guy.
They did it against you. You might as well do it back, eh?
Yeah, you must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Of what?
Sorry?
What's the DC?
Oh, my spell save DC is 14.
Okay. He fails. He takes all of the damage. What damage is he taking?
Well, it's radiant damage, and it will be... Oh, that's not a good one. 7.
7 damage. Okay. In mechanics terms, his HP has just been reduced in 1 turn to single figures. Good turn. Are you moving anywhere, or are you staying where you are?
I'm going to stay where I am. I don't trust myself.
Do you want to do a perception check now or not?
Yeah, I'll do another perception check.
Okay. DC 15.
Okay, it's still... hold on. What's my perception without... Never mind, it's still got its passive, which is 14.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you said last time that your passive was 14. Well, the DC would be 15. So you're still struggling to really see exactly what's going on around this thing.
I'm squinting my eyes. I'm almost seeing something, guys. Almost.
Now it is the Chain Devil's turn. Chain Devil has already animated chains. Let's see. Oh, I didn't know about that. Okay, well that's useful to know. Right. I'll try and register that somewhere in my mind so that I can remember for next time. Okay, so it doesn't have the range to attack. However, these guys should. I'm going to just look up animated chain stat block. Okay, nobody online in forums is helpful, is what I'm learning. Nobody ever talks about actual stats. They always just talk about, well, check the book! Okay, so I'm not going to check the book. What we're going to do is, we're going to move these guys. This guy's going to move up to here. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This guy's going to move up to here. They're both going to take attacks. And they both whip out at you. Each one of them can take 1 attack, is the wording of the thing. That this Chain Devil can do 1 attack, so you're not going to get the multi-attack, but each one of these can take a single attack against you. So the first one attacks to hit for 25 and the other one for 15. What's your AC? Is it 15 or above or below? Or what's your AC, Kira? Hello?
I'm sorry, what?
What's your AC?
Oh, my AC is 14.
14. So both of these hit. And you take a total of 23 damage.
Ouch.
Ouch, indeed. Okay. The Chain Devil itself is going to stay up on its plinth and is not going to do anything on this turn. We go on to the Cult Fanatics. This guy just started his turn within Avonwaith's aura. So this guy is going to have to take the saving throw again. And fails, which means that he takes... I'm not enjoying scrolling up over and over again. 11 damage. This guy's now dead. Boom. Dead. I would narrate what happens with Avonwaith. I just want to move on with Avonwaith's character, to be honest. So we're going to move Avonwaith over this way. And Avonwaith is going to drop concentration on spiritual guardians at the point of moving, so that you don't get affected by the aura. That was just the effect of being there within this guy's... Oh, no, what am I talking about? It's not Avelmaith's turn yet. That was just that guy starting his turn. Okay. So, ignore that. They're going to do that when they get to their turn anyway, so fuck it. Okay. So what are we doing now, then? So Shen is now fucking up these guys. Quinn has now fucked off. So these guys are going to start attacking Shen. Let's get the birdie guy out of the air. So how many do we have? We've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these guys and this woman in the middle. The woman begins to shout and point towards Shen in the air and go, "There! There! Up there! They're trying to fuck with it! Don't let them fuck with it! We've worked too hard!" And she's going to command all of these guys to take attacks against Shen. So you're going to take all of these attacks with Sacred Flame. I need you to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dexterity saving throws. 6 dex saves to beat 11.
Have I got 60 touchies on me? Give me a sec.
Sure.
Just don't die, please.
I try not to.
Is that each time she's gonna take damage, or just one chance to?
On
She has to
any
save 6 times.
any failure, it's 6 different
Failed,
people making the same
failed,
attack. So any
failed,
failure means that she
failed,
takes the
failed.
damage.
Saved. I saved 1.
Saved 1.
Oh,
So
no.
you've got 5 times of this. So I'm going to do the damage. I'm going to click it 5 times. And then we're going to add that up. And then we're going to halve it. In fact, let's see.
Oh, yeah,
it's
half
just
it, I'm
a-
radiant.
So it's just 1d8, isn't it? Take 1d8 radiant damage. So I'll just do a slash command.
This is me biting myself in the butt. But if you're 5th level or above, you can do 2d8s.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, I guess that it would have had that baked in, so we're just going to roll. No, they do count as 1d8. I've seen in this stat thing. So that's fine. I saw it before, don't worry. I know that that's a thing. But their challenge rating isn't high enough. They are low-level punks. They just happen to have spells. So that's 5d8, and you're going to take half of this damage because you are resistant to it. So you take 8 radiant damage.
Okay,
I'm
that's
still
way
alive.
better than I thought.
I'm still alive. It's fine. I'm still alive.
So that is all of those cult fanatics. Now, on these guys' turn, seeing what you're doing, this woman is going to notice that 2 of the guards on the towers have both fallen dead, and doesn't like the look of what is happening with Lyle and the chain. And you start to see that the pulsating motion of this thing in the middle starts to become chaotic and changes. She screams, "Don't let it fail! It mustn't fail!" And she is going to move to try and get sort of away from Shen, so that she can't be attacked by Shen. So she's just moving 20 feet in that direction. She's not really a strategist. It's not really her forte. She just wants to make sure. I see you, Kira, with your fucking tape measure.
What?
She just wants to get out of the way and get somewhere relatively safe. I knew where I was putting her when I put her there, and I knew that you would get some vision, but I don't know. Maybe I had too high faith in you. Besides, you wouldn't be able to see her over this ledge anyway, because this is where the edge of the thing is.
No, but she's loud as fuck, right?
She is loud as fuck. So you'd have to... whatever you throw at her, you're going to have to arc over the edge, because there's no straight shot. Okay, so that is all of the cult fanatics' turns then. And the 2 that are operating this, whatever this is, that you've not discovered yet, they're both dead on their platforms. So there's no more control. So we're just going to quickly hop through all of those. Thank you to all those drums. Love that in my ears. And it's now Kira's turn.
So you're saying I can't see her and she's on the edge?
You have a vague idea of where she is, but she is so she's 40 feet up, and she's not on the edge as you see it, because the edge that you're looking at is of this turquoise sort of center ring. These are also parts of the structure around the outside of it, and they're only like a foot lower than what she stood on. So this whole structure is like 39 feet up still. You would have to really be up high in the air to be able to see her from where she is. Because this edge is like 15 feet away from her, and if we're going in a straight line between you and her. Because if we look at this straight line, do you see where that intersects with the edge? That means that like you cannot see her from where you are. You need to get up or you need to get left. But right now you can't move closer to that chain devil unless you succeed on your thing. And I guess the frightening thing happened until the end of its turn, right?
Yeah, I think is what you said.
And it's not used
I'm not
its
sure.
reaction yet to redo it. Let me just have a look. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why does it not include all of the details? Please just include all of the details. Until the end of its turn. So it was the end of your last turn was when it wore off. You are no longer frightened.
Alright, so if I were to move right here,
Yeah.
could I see her?
I would say so, yeah. That point, yes.
Alright.
Any closer? And no, you're skirting the line a bit too much there.
Let me try to disengage again, because they're still like within reaction, right?
They are, yeah.
And you said it's a wisdom saving throw?
No, it ends.
Oh.
It's already ended.
Okay, well then I am moving my happy little butt right here. And I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so basically
what does she need
it
to
says
succeed
that-
on? What's the saving throw?
Wisdom 14.
Wisdom 14. Okay.
Do your
So-
mind check.
Tell me what you say to her in these in this mockery.
The reason you're stuck with all these saps is because you didn't do a good enough job. Now you're gonna fail. Look what you did.
And she rolls a 7. I did my best. I did my best. How dare you? She takes 7 psychic damage. She is she's not a commoner. I've not created her stat block, however. She I will need to let me figure out what she would have. So it would be
Okay.
right, I need to figure this out. Let me figure this out. So we'll do a blind roll. I need to decide on what her level would be and what hit dice she would have. And I'm not going to give her a bonus on con because I don't think that she would be particularly constitutional. So we've got that as her health pool. Okay. And then you've just given her 7 damage. Okay. So she drops to that number. And yeah, we've gone some way towards causing her some damage. For the first time in the fight, she's actually hurt. But yeah, she winces at that.
Wait, I'm still trying to...
So you were here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 would be here. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
So that was my action, but now my bonus action, I'm gonna dash.
Cool.
So right there.
Yeah, sure. You can take diagonals. This is still a pillar that you're running through there, in effect, but you can still take diagonals as the same distance. So you can run around this to get to the same spot. Yeah, let me just move it for you. Okay, so now that you've moved and you've used your bonus action dash and your action to do that, that's the end of your turn.
Now I don't have control of my character. What?
I moved you, so you might just need to refresh it.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, it's just so that we could move the turn on, because we're, yeah.
And I'm trying to stay, like, kind of hunkered down to the side so nobody else sees me.
Right, that's fine.
those
And the
chains
chain devil,
should lose me.
the chain devil can't see you from where it is, so it can't use its reaction as it would have. to cause you the frightened condition. So it is now Avonmaith's turn. Avonmaith still drops the aura. Doesn't want that anymore. Has taken some damage, but not enough to warrant using the what do you call it? The potion that he has. What he's going to do is he is going to use, and this was such honestly, the Avonmaith has. This is why you should listen to your DM, friends, because Avonmaith has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 concentration spells out of like. There's only like a handful more than that in the total. That's so many concentration spells. That just means that you cast one thing and you can't cast anything ever again. Right. Avonmaith is going to not do that for one, because that would be weird. What it's going to do instead is... Do we want to do this instead? Conjure. Okay. So 30 feet. Within 30 feet of him. So he's going to move to see if he can get within that space. Unfortunately not quite close enough. So we're going to get to here. And Avonmaith is then how far away from this? 40 feet away from the Chain Devil. So he's going to use, I guess, Sacred Flame. Because there's not really anything else. Oh, I guess we could use a Guiding Bolt. Yeah, we'll use a Guiding Bolt.
Which one is he attacking? The two in front of him?
The Chain Devil. The big one on the top of
Okay,
the platform.
okay. Yeah, because I had whispered to him to do holy stuff to it.
Yeah. So, Guiding Bolt, attack roll, 23 hits with 13 damage. This thing is now down hard. It's got very little health left. And that is the end of Avonmaith's turn. It's now Quinn's turn.
A quick question. Is this, like, orb... Oh, no,
Yeah.
I can't. Is this orb here, like, targetable, or is it...
Not from where you are. You're on ground level. This is 40 feet up. It is right in the center of the 40 feet up bit. You can't see it from where you are.
I think I'm the only one that can.
Okay,
Basically, yeah.
and, do I have to go up this way, or can I move this way?
I mean, you can make a climb check, but it is a physical structure that is raised above the ground, so you would need to climb it. You might as well just go around. It's up to you.
Okay.
You could just do 70 feet.
Yeah?
Say that again?
But what's your climb speed?
I don't think you've got a climb speed.
No.
You have a climb speed because you're a tabaxi. You're special. You've got claws. For a satyr with hooves to climb, that's asking
mean,
a lot.
But there are those
How can that
mountain
be
goats.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. I get that. But we're not changing your race abilities 25 sessions in. No, fuck that. No, you get what you get and you don't get upset. So you're gonna do what? Make your mind up.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move. Oh no, wait,
Okay.
hold on. If I
So
move
35
there,
feet
then I
gets you
won't-
to here. So 35 feet gets you to here. No, you're dragging that from outside of her. There you go.
Yeah,
So
I-
yeah,
I-
you get to there or you get to here. Where do you want to
I'm
go?
I'm gonna cast before I move. I'm gonna cast haste on Shen.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
What you doing to me?
There we go.
Am I not out of your reach?
Yeah, range is 30 feet. Shen is 100 feet up.
Oh damn. Okay. Well then I
So,
can't cast haste.
You
Never
could cast it on
mind.
yourself.
No.
I like that. Nah.
Do
Use a
something.
spell for myself.
Please do something.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna firebolt this guy then.
Firebolt that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Do the firebolt. Give yourself that spell slot back as well. For the haste that you didn't use. Okay. So 26 to hit certainly hits. Yep. Roll damage, please. 10 damage. Nice.
Well, it's
In
91 damage.
like in the space of 6 seconds, this guy has been reduced to 0. Please describe the kill.
Quinn is just like, where do I go? Where do I go? Where to go? She's like very flustered as to what the next move is, because there's a lot of movement I gotta make, but then I don't want to feel like I'm leaving like an attack open or something. So she's just gonna turn around and be like, "Oh, you're standing there," and then she's just gonna hold her staff out and, firebolt, and
Nice.
point it towards this guy and just let one rip. And it's gonna kind of like hit him in the head and just set his head and hair on fire, and then like the
Oof.
immolation will just like slowly like kind of catch fire all over his body, and then he'll just crumble to ash or something.
Nice, nice. Okay, so this guy completely erupts into flame. You've still got your movement. Where are you moving to?
I'm gonna move up to here.
Yeah, okay. So I'll move you for you. You've somehow made another aura on the ground. I think you've got the wrong option selected on the top left. There's a measuring control and there's a token control. If you're making little boxes, then you've got the measuring control selected. That's not what you want. You don't want to be clicking on your thing and making little squares on the ground wherever you go. Because honestly, they come out as little yellow squares. It looks like you pissed yourself.
Sorry, guys.
So Quinn,
scared, but I wanted to hear.
yeah, Quinn lets out a little fire at the same time as letting out a little piss. There you go. Now you can control yourself.
How do I take that off?
You can't.
What are you doing? Have you? Oh, for fuck's sake! Stop pissing yourselves.
I
God damn it! I have to delete this shit for you. For fuck's sake.
I've got one as well.
But why? Why are we doing this? Stop pissing yourselves.
Because you told us to click those.
You know what?
things,
We've
and
got
that's what
fucking.
happened.
We've got piss gang. That's what your fucking squad name should be. You've not come up with a
No,
squad
I
name
said
yet.
the bird gang.
You're the bird gang.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you could be, but then you've got like the birds and the
Please.
bees. Yeah, because there's two of you that can't fly.
Birds and the peas.
Birds of the peas. Okay, birds of the peas. Yeah, it makes sense because you
no,
pee
no.
all over the ground wherever you go. So we're going to go with that then. So we're the birds and the peas, and I'm going to make that your official name.
After living outside for so many years, I have not been house trained yet.
Yeah, you get used to pissing wherever you can. Just squat and go. That's fine. Okay, so that's now Shen's turn. Shen, what are you doing? You're 100 feet up.
First of all, I'm using a spiritual weapon. I'm going to move him to this guy, give him a
Sure.
slash.
Go on,
Let me roll.
slap that guy. Slap him real good.
Yeah, I don't think I've hit him unless he's got an AC of 9.
Unfortunately not. No.
And it fails.
That's fine. You still
Okay.
have your movement and your action.
Am I allowed to use perception for free, or do I have to
Yeah.
wait?
Yeah, perception is free on your
Perception
turn.
for free. Okay, I'm going to use perception on the thing, on your thing.
Okay.
Please be more than 14. No! No mind.
You're not doing great with that perception, are you? I think Shen's not feeling in her right mind right now. I think you're full of emotions. One of your friend's souls is trapped. Another friend just got taken away by some, spiritual police. You're now in an area that has completely changed before your eyes. You were just talking to some nice monks a moment ago, and then they tried to, scream you down, and the whole thing changed. I think right now, Shen is a little bit shaken and doesn't quite grasp what's going on for real. You're trying to figure out this orb, and you just can't figure out this orb.
I have a question.
Yes.
I can use a sword, I'm just not proficient in it, correct?
Yeah. It becomes an improvised weapon, so you use your strength score. Didn't we say that
Oh
you
my gosh,
are
aren't you
proficient with
strong?
that sword? Didn't we say that
I've
you...
got a +2 for my strength.
Right, but is it the sword that you're carrying that we're talking about?
My the sort of whatever his name is.
Right. We said that that was going to be a short sword, so you could actually be proficient with it.
Okay. All right. I'll be proficient with it.
Because
But
otherwise,
just doing-
it's like you may as well be hitting them with a chair leg. Like
I'm not
you actually
hitting
get
him
like
or-
bonuses and stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm not planning to hit him or her.
Okay.
I'm
What are
planning to
you?
dash.
You want to dash?
Hold on. I'm trying to remember what you told me about. There we go.
Yeah.
I want to full speed and grip both of my sword and just try and ram my sword into that orb from the air.
Okay. And where are you positioning yourself while you do this?
Oh, I'm gonna hover above it. I'm gonna move myself above it and then I'm gonna
Okay.
slam it down.
So when you say you dash towards it, I had this image of you going straight into it, like occupying the same space. So you're just going to sort of hover above and jab your
I'm gonna
sword
move myself
into it.
above it and then
Okay,
I'm
right.
gonna-
I just wanted to
I'm
make
gonna-
sure I was clear on that.
I'm still quite high above it, right?
You're 60 feet up, so you've got whatever movement speed, but I think you've got a fly speed of 90, right? So-
It's 90 or 60, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty
So-
sure you have a fly speed of 90,
So
which
if
means
I
that you
move-
can move there for
So
free
shouldn't-
without a dash action.
Okay. And then
So you're now on that level.
I'm gonna try my best to grip my sword and try and plunge it as fast as I can into that orb.
Okay. So it's a swirling vortex. It's like 5-10 feet across. It's big. It's not just an orb. It's not the size of the thing that was on top of the temple.
gonna-
This is something that's like a swirling, like amalgamation of magical forces swirling all together. And the thing is chaos, and it is deteriorating rapidly, while the two people that were on the controls are now dead. So yeah, you are able to plunge your sword into it. I will give you another perception check, this time with advantage.
Thank you.
Beat a 15.
Finally, both of them beat it now.
What did you get? What was the higher of the two?
I got the highest was 18 plus what's my perception for? That's 22, I think.
22. Your sword, the end of your sword that goes into it disappears. And as you pull it back out, it comes back out with it.
Come back out with it.
Like it's still intact, it's just that it seems like it disappeared for a moment as it got plunged in there.
Oh, right, okay.
Do you want to use your movement to move away from this, or are you going to stay where it is?
I'm going to move away a little bit, just be a bit cautious.
Okay. And are you going up or staying on the same level?
I'm going to go a little bit away, but up as well.
Okay, so just tell me how
Okay.
far you're going, because you've got 30 feet of movement left.
I'm going this way,
Okay?
and I'm going to use 20 feet to go up.
20 feet up. Okay.
Mhm.
Just
So
so
I
I
believe
can
that was 10.
just so I can make a note. Okay. All right. So that's the end of your turn. It is now Chain Devil's turn. The Chain Devil has, so that's 30 feet. So it's not within 30 feet of Avelmaith, so it can't use that ability. And also Avelmaith is flying 40 feet in the air, so it can't use the chains that it's got animated to attack Avelmaith. So instead, I guess it's just got to chill where it is. It's going to have to hold its action. It's going to use its reaction to hold an action, and it's going to wait for Avelmaith to get close enough so that it can use its action then. It's going to wait for Avelmaith to approach, and on Avelmaith being within range, it will take a multi-attack against Avelmaith, and that's going to be its turn. It is now Cult Fanatic's turns. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they've just received orders from the boss lady to attack Shen. This guy is going to make a perception check and rolled a 16. which I believe beats. Yes, it meets or beats your passive stealth. So this guy spots Kira walking underneath and shouts, "Hey, we've got a cat person down here! Cat person! Cat person!"
How do I know what my passive stealth is, though?
It's on your character sheet next to the number in brackets. It parentheses, I guess you call it. So it's your bonus, like your modifier, plus 10. So your stealth bonus is a 6, plus 10 is 16. That's your
Oh, so
passive stealth.
he meets it, though. Don't I get the advantage?
You don't get the advantage because he's trying to find you.
Well, poop.
So he meets and beats it. So he spots you and shouts you out. He's not going to attack you, though. He's making other people aware of it so that he can move over here and deal with Shen, because those were his orders. So he moves over towards Shen, goes underneath.
Hold on just a second. You never updated my character sheet. I'm not level 6. I'm level 7.
Oh, didn't
Oh
I?
yes.
So, because on my other sheet I have an additional +3 on stealth, and that one.
Which one did you go up by, Rogue or Bard?
By rogue.
Rogue. Did you roll a die for your HP?
Yeah, my HP should be. Sorry, he's blown his nose. It said it was 70
70.
on mine.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of 66.
Okay.
Didn't go up
Oh,
much.
you
but it went
also
up.
have Uncanny Dodge now.
Ooh,
So that's
good.
nice.
Yeah, so my bonus on stealth is +9.
Is it indeed? On
It
this
is
it says on this it says +6 still. Where are you getting +9?
Let me double check.
Because your proficiency bonus is +3.
Yeah, 17 +3.
17 +3.
Dexterity is 17 base, +3 bonus, and doesn't.
17.
My...
Your stat
Yeah,
sheet
mine's
is
17.
very different to what I've got on here then. We've been changing these independently of each other then, because this is not what I've got in front of me. Your dexterity on here is 16, although that wouldn't make any difference. But 17 +3, you get a +3 bonus to your stealth, +3 for your proficiency is still 16. 17 and 16 have the same modifier.
Then
Does
there
that make
must be
sense?
something that gave me the bonus. The
So-
proficiency bonus?
So you're saying that you've got a +9 to stealth, right?
Do I have the proficiency bonus on your side?
You've got a proficiency bonus of +3, yes. So you're saying that you have a +9 to your stealth roll, right?
Yes.
Okay. When you have a stat base, you divide it by 2 from whatever is the difference between that and 10. So if it's a dexterity of 16, then we remove 10 from it to make it 6. We then halve it to find out what your modifier is. Your modifier for dexterity, therefore, is +3, not +6. So if you've got a dexterity of 17, that doesn't give you a +6, that gives you a +3. So your +9, even with proficiency, is impossible. You can't have that with a dex of 16 or 17. You would need a dexterity of 22. Does that make sense?
I am looking to see where the inconsistency is on my side. But for now, we'll just say he sees me, and I'll try to.
I mean, did you give yourself double proficiency in stealth?
I mean, I've got proficiency. It shows in survival, sleight of hand, performance, persuasion, deception, and then stealth is my biggest.
Right. So I've got your double proficiency as being investigation and perception, because you can choose to have like expertise in. So which
Yeah, my perception is just a +3.
your
and my
perception on
investigation
this
only
is
a
not that.
+3.
Okay. So what I'm understanding from this is then either your character sheet is wrong or this one is, because this is very inconsistent. We should not be having this very different between the two of them. So what did you take expertise in when you took expertise?
I would have taken it in stealth because I'm a rogue.
Okay, because on this you've got it in perception and investigation.
That was probably my mistake for not picking the right thing. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so you've got expertise in stealth, correct?
Yes.
Then that is why you have a +9, because you have expertise.
Okay,
So-
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. So what do you want to take off? This is the last time that we change this, though. So in fact, we'll just scrap this whole character sheet because it's clearly wrong. So we'll just go with whatever your character sheet is. We'll ignore this character sheet. That's fine. You keep up to date with your stats and your HP. Just tell me what changes. What is your... So your passive stealth should be a 19 then, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we can retcon that this guy did not see you. But for when we actually start this, we are not using D&D Beyond. We are using Foundry and Foundry only, because this whole session has been a perfect example of why we don't need character sheets, we don't need physical dice, we don't need inconsistencies with extensions, we don't need D&D Beyond fucking us between inconsistencies with this. This is none of your faults, absolutely none of your faults. These things happen and it's not an issue. It's just an issue that I would like to change for the next campaign, right? So we'll continue like this for the rest of this campaign for the Five Nations until we're done. Honestly, I'm not annoyed by it at all. It's one of those frustrating things where you have to rely on technology, and sometimes technology is unreliable. So yeah, we're going to use Foundry and Foundry only in future, so that we can all keep up to date with exactly the right stats. And so that I can actually see it, because I don't have access to D&D Beyond, and even if I did, I don't have a fucking clue how to navigate it. Which, Quinn, you discovered when you sent me your character sheet for the new campaign, potentially. I was like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Okay. So, that guy doesn't see Kira, because Kira is like the night, and is hidden at the bottom of a wall in the darkness, and also has a passive stealth of 19 now. So this guy instead moves up towards Shen to attack. This guy is also going to move up towards Shen to attack. These guys also going to move up towards Shen to attack. So Shen, I need you to make 5 dexterity saving throws.
It better not be as bad as last time. Oh, strike that it could be worse if I'm not careful.
And I just want to make sure, yes, Sacred Flame is a cantrip. So I just want to make sure that I'm not
Overusing it.
like using up all of their spell slots and they're actually not able to do that. So yeah,
Okay,
they
this
all cast that.
Okay, what do I need to beat?
11 dex save.
1. What about if I meet it?
You meet it, you beat it.
Okay, so I only failed once then.
Oh, nice. Okay, well that's good. And you're going to take half damage anyway. So, okay. Wow, you take 1 damage. That's fucking ridiculous.
Oh my god, I'm dead. No.
This is insane. Okay, so that's the end of the Cult Fanatics' turns. It's now Kira's turn. Kira, you do have a climb speed, so you can just climb this thing if you want to.
Yeah, but I am the knight, so no, I don't want to be seen.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so you've got a speed of 30. You wouldn't be able to make it up there unless you dashed anyway, to be fair. But yeah, it's up to you.
Right.
What do you want to do?
So I'm gonna. I can't see anybody, right?
No, you're at the bottom of a 40-foot tall plinth.
I don't want to get back inside of these guys, so
I think that makes sense, especially if your character doesn't want to get.
I'm gonna try to
harassed
mentally reach out to Shen.
Yeah.
It's people that you can see within 30 feet of you. Shen is 50 feet off the ground, and you are not in sight. So you would
Yeah,
need to
really
climb all the way
laughing.
up to be able to see her, and then you would be in range. Even just on the horizontal, you're 25 feet away. So you would need to make it 40 feet up, and then you can see her. So you would need to take a dash action to be able to communicate telepathically. Otherwise, you're going to shout.
Up really high. Whee!
Ah, crap.
And obviously,
Okay,
shouting means that you can't roll stealth, because people are just going to know exactly where you are from shouting.
So this guy's dead, right?
Yes. Sorry, it's hard to tell by the
I'm
token, but
gonna.
I'm rotating them on
Yeah.
their side so it looks like they're lying down whenever they're dead. And I'm putting the dead
It's just like the
token.
fact that when they're dead, they just twist a little bit. They go, "Bleh."
Right. Yeah. Bleh. And I've got the skull icon on them as well, which you should be able to see.
So, but dash is a bonus action.
For you, it is. For others, as an action. You get it because you're a rogue.
So, can I use it as an action and then hide? Is my question, or is it?
You can
like,
do it either way.
eliminated?
To be honest, either way works because the hide and dash are both actions normally. You get the option to use either of those as a bonus action, so you can do both really. The question
I'm
is,
gonna dash and move up here.
well, I mean, okay, if your choice is to stand in front of everybody and then hide directly in front of them, then no, you don't really have anything up there that you can hide. You could get to the edge, like you could climb all the way up to the very top and like hang off the edge and then hide there. Which is what I thought you meant you were doing, but like up here there's not really any cover.
Okay. Let me do that then. I'm gonna climb up and like dangle,
Okay, we can do a dangle.
cause
Dingle
Yeah.
dangles, okay.
I'm going to telepathically tell Shen that the otter's husband is being held by a chain beast and needs radiant damage to destroy it. Over in the tower behind the red-haired lady.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Telepathically, so I don't hear your reply, unless you said that out loud.
No, I said it in my head.
Okay.
I know you don't hear it, but
And then... shit, I'm dangling, and that was a free action, and I'm just gonna vicious mockery her again, because I want her to feel like she's failing.
Okay.
depression. You see, ultimate there.
DC 14, if she doesn't pass, it's 5 damage. And I say, seriously, look at this useless lot. You got these guys because of your
Wisdom
choices.
DC.
This is what you deserve. If it goes through.
Wisdom. Would she have a high wisdom? I want to say that she wouldn't be average. She would be above average, so her wisdom score would be this. So we're going to do the saving throw based on that. And she rolled a 4 total. Oh, the battery in my headset is dying. That's really unfortunate. Because it's going to beep at me constantly. So I am just going to take one quick second to change the battery in this. Please bear with me for a moment. I'm going to mute.
I can't remember what you said, Kira.
Oh, well, no, she, basically, this useless lot that she's with is what she deserves because of
No,
how...
I meant what you telepathically said to me.
Oh, radiant damage on the chain dude over by the otter's husband.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm back. Right. You can roll, Kira, you can roll an insight on that if you want. Or a history check or an arcana check.
Insight's my best bet.
Go for it. 19. It is not that you need to do just radiant damage. It takes all kinds of damage. It's just resistant and immune to some. It's not only
I
radiant
just
damage
know-
that does it. Yeah.
I just know that the otter said radiant damage it, and that's what I was going with.
Right. But yeah, the otter is very exhausted and is past his best right now. Okay, so you have hidden up here. So give me a stealth roll to see if you can get it above your passive stealth of 19.
Oh shit!
Okay. All right. So that's not great, but it's above your passive stealth. So we'll give you the passive stealth. And that's the end of your turn. Any more to do?
Yeah, did it hit the dissonant whispers or the vicious mockery? I mean.
Yeah, it definitely did. She only rolled a 4. Remember?
Okay, so she took 5 points of damage on that then.
5 points damage. Nice. Okay. Sweet. So now it's Avonwave's
Did she
turn.
react to it?
React in what way?
Because it was Distant Whispers, and I was like, this is what you did, this is what you deserve, this useless lot. You could have done so much better.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, she hears it, she registers it. I think that right now she's trying to be stoic to the point where she is not, she's not going to react out loud, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So, we
Yeah,
are
okay.
going to move Avonwaith. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, no, we're going to stay here, 5 feet out of reach. Because this thing has got a reach of 10 feet. And we're going to... Or would Avonwaith know that? No, because it's not taken any attack actions yet. So actually, Avonwaith is going to move all the way up. Because Avonwaith wouldn't know any different. So Avonwaith is going to cast Guiding Bolt. However, Avonwaith has run out of first level spell slots. So he's going to upcast this to see if Avonwaith can kill this bitch. So Avonwaith casts this at a 2nd level. And rolls an attack of 24, which definitely is enough to hit. And then rolls damage of 14. And as Avonwaith fires out at this thing, the chain just snaps and breaks. There is no death throw. This thing does not wail. This thing does not twist and writhe and turn. It just snaps and lies limp. The 2 animated chains also just fall over and become regular chains again. This chain devil is effectively dead. Avonwaith has succeeded in destroying it. Lyle, now being free from the binds of these chains, sort of slumps over as the polished top of this domed structure is polished to the point where on his robes not being held there, his tiny otter body just slumps over and he is crumpled on his side to one side of it. Avonwaith is there and is going to end his turn now. It is back up to the top of the order and it's Quinn's turn.
Okay. I need to... Yeah, I need to move. That's pretty much the only action I can take right now.
Pretty much.
If you dash, that's as far as you can go.
You and your tape measure. I thought that was Quinn doing that. You
No.
fucking tape measure.
We could do it
Jesus
with
Christ,
anybody.
Tats. Tats, you fucking... I swear to God, you like...
I mean, look,
fucking...
I could do a Kira.
All right. We've all got tape measures. We don't need to have a tape measuring contest. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, Quinn, what are you doing? You've got movement. You've got action and bonus action. What would you like to do?
So if I dash to, like, right here, would that take my,
Action, yes.
action? Okay. And just before I do that, I just want to make sure, when we first moved into the city,
Yeah.
I had cast mage armor on myself,
Yeah.
and that is a 8-hour duration. Have we been here 8 hours?
No, you have not.
Okay, so that would still be active on me. So, all right, that would be the only other thing I would want to do in this turn. So I will just use the dash action to get, oh, sorry, like right here. Yeah.
Is that... Ah, no. It's not concentration. Okay. So, yeah, that just stays there. Well, you've got a movement speed of, what, 35? Oh, yeah, if you're going there, then, yeah, you're well out of reach of that. Okay, so that's fine. Right, so you make it up to there, and then what are you doing from here? Sorry.
That would take my action to
Yeah.
dash there.
So you've still got a bonus action. So do you have anything you want to do for that?
No.
Okay. Now it's Shen's turn again.
Simple and fast turn.
Okay, first of all,
I appreciate it. These
Wow.
turns have not been simple or fast.
First of all, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon and give him a good slash in the back.
Love that. Slap him with the flat of your blade.
Dang it. Never
What?
mind. I don't.
You don't hit him.
I don't
Okay.
hit- I
All
don't
right.
hit it.
Do you move? Do you take anything else? Any actions on your turn?
Well, this thing's free, right? But it's there's nothing else needed doing over here. I don't think.
Did
By
you
where
see
the
it die,
otter is.
though?
Sorry.
Did you see it die?
Yeah, you would have seen it from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a guiding bolt. There's like a flash of magic came out from Avelmaith and snapped this thing in half.
Okay.
Real quick, I will give you and Quinn, and I guess Kira as well, because you're up there well enough to be able to see. The three of you can each make perception checks
Yes,
if you
I'll take
wish
that.
now.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's fine. Yeah, you can do it. It's fine.
Well, I'm going to use my passive one. Sorry.
So
14.
12, 21. Okay. Kira, you see that this swirling vortex in the center is getting incredibly chaotic and looks like it's about to die out, or explode, one or the other.
Oh, okay.
Um,
gonna. Can I do it? Can I just speak telepathically out of turn?
Yeah, it's free. Yeah, speak. Actions can
No.
happen on anybody's turn. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, Shen, you might want to move and fast." In her head.
Yeah.
I just look at you as
What-
if to go. Okay.
All that you see is that this vortex is like decaying and becoming volatile and chaotic. It's like what was a rapid spin of like magical effect and like, you know, an aura, a magical twist and turn of all of it. You see all of that like rotating rapidly, but now it's starting to like undulate and like swirl in ways that it was not doing before, and with no people holding the controls and nobody where Lyle was being held there. This is now just becoming something altogether different. So
One last thing I'm gonna shout in her brain is, "It's gonna blow!"
fair enough.
I don't know
So
what to
Shen,
do.
it is still your turn. You've got some movement that you can do.
Okay. Question: if I go straight for the otter, will I
Yeah.
be taking attacks of opportunity from these guys?
No, because you're 20 feet
Or
above
am I-
them.
Okay, I'm going to dash towards the otter, and hopefully I can. I think
You don't
it's
need to
50
dash.
to get to him.
You don't need to
Okay.
dash. You have a normal flying movement speed of
Oh,
90.
don't know what I did there. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. That's why. Okay, so
You're all
I'm
on the
going
wrong
to-
fucking thing. Just get off the tape measure. For God's sake, get off the fucking tape measure. I swear
I'm
to
trying
fucking
to-
God, I'm gonna lose my shit. Stop! Stop! I will take your toys away. Right.
the teacher's getting bad.
Okay, so you move your way over here. You've got action still. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action first. Actually.
You used
Oh,
your
I can't
bonus
use that.
action to move the sword.
Okay, do I have any healing spells? Would you be considered doing death saving throws the otter, or is he still alive?
He's stabilized, I believe. I think that was
Okay.
something that we covered in the last thing. He's now he's
just
incapacitated, but he is like
I'm
on
just looking at the
0
spell.
HP. He's on 0 HP, but he is stable. He's not going to die.
I
He
could
just
use
needs
one
to
of my
rest.
healing spells, but I need to look at my other one and see if it's an action or a bonus action.
He also has multiple levels of exhaustion.
Okay.
Which
Right, that's
you're a
not
cleric.
bad.
You've seen enough people. You've seen enough people that are exhausted to know what levels of exhaustion look like non-mechanically. You can tell when someone just looks like they're absolutely fucking gone.
He's probably low on HP, right?
He's got 0 HP.
Okay, I am going to cast Prayer of Healing.
If you
at
wanna-
level 3.
If you want to do a medicine check, I will let you do a medicine check for free.
Oh, I'll do a medicine check first then, why not? 18 plus whatever it is. which is over
18
20.
plus stuff will work. That's fine. You only need an 18 anyway.
Okay.
So in D&D mechanics, there are 6 levels of exhaustion. The first is disadvantage on ability checks. The second is your speed is halved. The third is disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. The fourth is your hit point maximum is halved. The fifth is your speed is reduced to 0. And the sixth and final one is instant death. This otter wizard has been maintained at an exhaustion level of level 5 permanently for as long as he has been here. This guy has been perpetually kept strapped to whatever this thing is for so long that his back is started to look flat and he has like pressure sores where his bony prominences have been pressed up against hard surface for so long. His speed has been reduced to 0. His health hit point maximum has been halved. He has disadvantage on everything. But they've been keeping him at this point so they can drain and siphon off all of the energy from him, take all of his magicka, essentially, all of his mana, whatever you want to call it, whatever game franchise you're most familiar with. And essentially all of his energy, magic-wise, has been drained, as well as all of his physical energy has been drained, to the point where this guy is 1 level of exhaustion away from death permanently while in this area.
Okay, this is not me doing it to annoy you. This is me generally looking up a measurement.
I swear to fucking God.
That's not. I literally just wanted to know how far Kira was away from me.
God. Okay.
Okay.
This is going to be the day where I take away your toys. Right. So 50 feet you've moved. What do you want to do now? You've moved over here 50 feet. You've done your medicine check. What are you doing now?
I get a feeling since this is sapping energy, me doing any spells around here is probably not a good idea. So I'm going to pick Lyle up with my hands.
Yeah.
He's a small one. I'm a big guy.
Yeah, you can do it for free because you're a furbolg anyway, so you can carry a lot more than other people.
And I just want to fly him up as high as I can without being a dash.
That's 40 feet up from where you are, so you're 70 feet in the air.
Okay, as long as I keep hold of him, I'll be fine. And I want to use Prayer of Healing on him. At level 3. So, unfortunately, it says up to 6 creatures of my choice, which means I could count Avonwaith if he's got down some HP.
Yeah, Avonwaith is 8 HP lost off maximum.
Hey, might as well join in.
I have 23.
Unfortunately, you're not within 30 feet of me.
So yeah, you can cast it before flying up, but if you fly all the way up and then cast it, then you're 40 feet away from Avonwaith.
Okay, I'll cast it when I'm not before I fly up. Then
cool.
On Lyle, mainly for Lyle, but
okay. So what are we giving to Lyle in terms of HP?
Let's see. Hold on, give me a sec. Oh, that's not a good roll.
So he would have been on 0.
13.
And his HP should have been halved.
And that would go. The same goes for Avonwaith.
18 HP, you said?
No, 13.
13. Okay, 13 HP. Okay, so Lyle is exhausted, and
I can't take that away yet.
He's not. He opens one eye, and the other one just stays there twitching because it's sort of been carved out, you know, as we discussed last time. And he looks up at you and he looks like his face twitches in such a way that it looks like he's trying his absolute best to smile. And then he falls unconscious again from exhaustion.
That's what I wanted to do. I just want him to sleep because that's probably the best way for him to get rid of exhaustion without spell.
Yeah, I think you lose a level of exhaustion for every long rest you take. Depends on the levels of long rest. Hang on.
Okay, and I pick him up and I fly.
Simply to rest. A long rest immediately reduces. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, it reduces by 1 for every long rest that he takes. What are you doing now?
I picked him up and I'm flying him above the thing.
Great. Okay, so now it is back to the Chain Devil's turn, but the Chain Devil is dead. So the Chain Devil's now out of it. We're then to the Cult Fanatics and our friend, the boss lady. She is going to run at the swirling vortex in the middle and dive into it. She's going to roll a luck check to see how this goes, and then a wisdom saving throw if she needs to. So we're going to roll a d20, and if this is 11 or above, then good luck, and if it's 10 or below, bad luck. 16, good luck. You see her dive into this thing, and a moment before it erupts, she winks out of existence and disappears off the battlefield. Each of these guys, they are not going to go for that. So what they're going to do instead is they're going to try and target their attacks at the people that they can see. So these guys are going to attack for, let's say, what distance are we? You're 45, you're 40. You're 70 feet in the air, but you're only 30 feet elevation above these guys, and diagonals count the same. So you're still only 45 feet away from them. So they are going to attack for you. This guy is going to attack Quinn, however, because he's just seen Quinn run up. And this guy is going to attack for Quinn as well. So this guy is going to run over here. And this guy is going to run over here. And the two of them are going to make attacks against you. They're both going to attack you at second level for inflict wounds. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so both are going to try and attack you. It's a melee attack. So the first one is a 12 against your AC, and the second is a 15 against your AC. Do either of those hit?
No.
So neither of those hit, then let's see. I don't think you take any damage then. But they've attempted it. They tried to touch you and inflict some necrotic damage. These guys then are all going to try and attack Shen. It looks like Shen is the important person here. Avonlaith they're not going to pay much attention to. Shen is the one that's been dominating the battlefield with the wings, flying 90 feet on each turn. So they're going to try and keep up. So this guy moves over here, this guy over here, and this guy over here, so that they can all keep within range. And they're all going to fire off some attacks. They're all going for Sacred Flame. You've got to roll 3 dex saves, please.
Dex saves.
Yeah, meet or beat 11.
Okie dokie, let me just grab 3. I beat one of them.
You beat one of them, then 2
I've
of
got
these are
actually-
going to hit. So that's 11 total. Halved, rounded down, is 5 damage. You take 5 damage, please.
Okie dokie. Still alive, by the way.
Cool. Okay, so that is the end of their turns. It's now Kira's turn. Kira, you are hiding, which means that if you do choose to do an attack, that you can do it with advantage. So you will get sneak attack.
Can I quietly pull myself up on the ledge so that way I'm not dangling anymore?
Yes.
Okay.
You would need to do another hide action at the end of your turn, though.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna just pull myself up so I'm not dangling, because I can't really shoot a bow while I'm dangling.
No, that's fair.
Then I'm going to ready my bow and attack this guy.
Cool.
So with Whisper, it would do psychic damage if I hit.
Cool.
Oh no!
What? Uh-oh.
All of the guys up on here on the dais, they all had something cast on them to give them a higher AC. I've been forgetting that all the way through this, but we're not going to retcon any of that. You hit what you hit. But they're going to continue with the AC bonus of +2 as they should have had before. Okay, so you roll a nat 1, which unfortunately that has the potential to hurt you. So roll a dex save and beat a 10 to make sure that the arrow doesn't spike you in your foot or something.
Oh no!
And beat a 10, you did not beat a 10. Unfortunately, you spike yourself in the foot. You're going to take 1d6 psychic damage in the foot. Your foot gets some psychic damage for 2 points. For a nat 1 on a hit.
I mean, that's not bad, but ow.
But ow. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you've pulled yourself up. You can sort of hang yourself back off the ledge if you want to, or you can move somewhere within the dais. But if you do move somewhere on here, then you're not going to be able to hide.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang myself back down.
Okay, are you going to take the hide action again? If so,
I
then
wanted
roll
to try to
stealth.
attack, but I'm gonna hide.
Just hang.
Look, I'm just hanging out.
26
Nobody's seeing me,
stealth.
it's fine.
Nobody's finding you here. Okay, so that's the end of your turn. It is now Alvenwaith's turn. Okay, what can Alvenwaith do?
I mean, I wouldn't mind help.
For all of these things, honestly, it's just for all the things that Sue picked as spells, they're just not great. Or resistance on you, each don't cost some creature in the area, including you. Resistance on necrotic down, and its hit point maximum can't be reduced. In addition, a non-hostile living creature regains 1 hit point when it starts its turn in the aura with 0 hit points. That I don't think would be very helpful. Let's see. So many just bad things here. Okay. Right. Okay. So, we're going to cast this command. Command is 60 feet for 1 round. At higher levels, you can affect 1 additional creature for each spell slot above first. The creatures must be within 30 feet of each other when you target them. So, it's 1 at first level. So that means it's 2, it's 3. So we're going to go for 3rd level. And we're going to cast Command on the 3 remaining alive guys. There are 3, right? No. Is there 3?
5.
Yes. 5? What?
There's 5 because there's 2.
Oh,
over
there's
here.
5. Right, yes. Okay, so well, we've only got a 4th level spell slot. So that would make 4 people. So we're going to cast this on 4 of these guys and hope that they just stop. So they've each got to make a DC 14 wisdom save. So this guy is going to roll and got a nat 20. He's really not being commanded today. That guy got a nat 20 as well?
What the hell?
Hello? Hello?
Oh,
What?
One failed.
That failed, and that failed. Okay, so 2 guys succeeded massively. These guys must have just been her, like, right hand and left hand guys, you know? Like, they're just fucking on it. But these guys, she says, so Alvenwaith rather says, stop. Like, as in, stop fighting. Because it's a 1-word command that you can issue to them. So these 2 guys that I've put the prone markers on, those 2 were the ones that failed. They've both dropped their weapons and stopped. It is back up to the top of the round. This is going to be our last round for this session. Quinn, what would you like to do?
Is this still targetable here?
It is swirling and like in its final death throes. If you try and go through it, you'll need to roll something to see if anything happens to you.
I don't want to go through it. I want to attack it.
Okay. Well, I will say that it looks like it's about to explode on itself anyway. So,
I would flee.
like it's dying out. It looks like it's like a flame that's about to go out. You know.
Okay.
So yeah.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna attack this guy then here
Cool.
with a let's do a chromatic orb.
Mm-hmm.
Acid.
Yeah.
11.
To hit.
Yeah.
That misses.
Okay. Then I will just move back to here.
Okay. You take an opportunity attack from this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Who is going to take that with his dagger. He rolls an 8 to hit, which I assume does not hit.
Nope.
But yeah, he slashes out with his dagger to try and get you. The guy next to him, who has just been commanded to stop, looks at him and is like, "Dude, what are you doing? You're supposed. What are you doing? Why are you attacking these people? These are good people." Okay. It is now Shen's turn.
Okie dokie.
That discourse continues while you're fighting. They're just like, "What the fuck are you doing? We're supposed to be here protecting this thing."
Okay, I am going to first of all do ultra weapon stuff. The usual.
Lovely. Bonus action.
Why not? It's there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Attack.
Oh, this might hit if 8 plus 7.
8 plus 7 is exactly what you need to hit while he's got this ward up. Normally
Okay,
these guys
so-
have an AC of 13. They've got a spell active at the moment that gives them +2.
All right, so that's 12. 12 force damage.
12 force damage. Lovely. Okay.
Slash him in the back. Slash him in the back.
What are you going to do now?
I'm going to stay where I am because I get the strangest feeling we need to be away from that thing.
Okay.
But I'm also just going to cover Kira a little bit, just in case they decide to notice her. So I'm
You're
going
gonna
to the
do
same.
what,
The
sorry?
same. I'm going to cover my base. I'm going to help Kira cover her bases in case this guy decides to notice her at some point.
Right.
So I'm going to Sacred Flame him.
All right. Do it up.
I just need to hold on. I am. Maybe I should open these in more tabs, shouldn't I? Okay, hold on a sec. So, 2d8. He needs to make a dex saving throw
Yep.
against 14.
Against 14, he gets an 11.
He fails.
What damage does he take?
He, unfortunately, I don't add that, but I am 9. 9 radiant damage.
9 radiant damage. Okay.
That's the same guy I slashed.
Yes. So he has taken a bunch of damage. Okay, that is the end of your turn then, unless you're going to move anywhere.
Oh no, I'm staying put.
Okay.
I'm keeping. I've got Blight on my arm as well, so I can't put him in danger.
Yeah.
She said, "Nope, I'm staying."
So, la 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 la. Halt. Right. I'm just reading this exactly so I know when it stops. I mean, I don't see much point in command having, like, stopping at the end of the next turn. Like, the command was stop, so I think he should just stop. So these two that have failed are going to fail. And they're just going to stay here and not attack. But the others are going to do an insight check each to see whether this is worth continuing. Because I don't think that just being an employee of somebody should be enough for you to want to continue defending something when she's fled herself. So this guy rolls a 13 insight. This guy rolls a 6 insight. And this guy rolls a 7 insight. None of them succeed on their insight. They're all dumb enough to continue fighting. So this guy... I think that the arrow that Kira fired hit Kira, so he's not alerted to anybody's presence because that is just you spiked yourself. He's not really noticed anything. So he's not going to go in search of you. That guy is not going to attack either, but this guy is going to come up to Quinn and is going to try and attack her. So he's going to use inflict wounds again, and he's going to cast it at 2nd level. He rolls to attack, which he rolls a 22. Oof. So you take 16 necrotic damage.
Ouch.
As he lays his hand on you, and you feel a part of your shoulder wither as he touches you. Like that feeling when you're in a public place or a bar or something, and one of those creepy guys wants to put their hand on the small of your back to walk past you, and you feel yourself shrink away from it, and you feel like you're a part of you die inside as the awful sweaty palm touches you. And you're just oh, fuck off. Oh, it's like that kind of a feeling, only magic. So he touches your shoulder and you feel a part of you die inside, where you're just oh, get off, you creepy fuck.
Consent people.
Yeah, but growing up in the wild areas of a city, you probably have a lot of those creeps attack you, I guess, or at least touch you in those ways. Right, so Shen, you're going to need to make another 2 dex saves, please, against these sacred flames against you.
The plus side, I don't need to keep looking up what my dex is because it's a 0. How many?
2.
So that's 1 fail. 2 fail. They both hit me.
So that's a total of 9, which halved, rounded down, is 4. So 4 damage.
I'm still in the game.
Still in the game. It is now up to Kira's turn. Kira, you've just spiked yourself in the foot and jumped off the edge again.
I'm going to repeat what I just tried to do.
Nice.
Don't do that again.
This woman has dived through this thing in the middle, and it looks like it is going to explode any second now.
I just wanted to hit somebody other than myself. Alright, I'm gonna... Does it take an action to just slide down it?
To drop? No, you can just drop. If you drop 40 feet, then you'll take 2d6 damage.
I was thinking of sticking my claws in and sliding down.
That would be your movement.
Okay, I'll just dash down.
Okay. Okay. Well, look, you can drop 20 feet without taking any damage, so you could move 20 feet and then drop the rest of the 20 feet. Then you've still got however much movement you've got left. So, what's your climb speed? You have a climb speed of 30, so you would have 10 feet left, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll have 10 feet and then I'll just dash.
Mm-hmm.
There's 10 feet.
That was 15, but I'll hear you out.
What? How was that 15?
Because you went to here, and that's 3 tiles. So here is 10 feet.
5, 10.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, and then I'm just going to dash 5, 10,
cool.
15, 20, 25, 30. This is why I measure.
You could also have gone a diagonal, which would have meant that you could get to there. Okay, so you're over here. You're with the 2 of the other members of your party.
I'm going to hide again because I can do that as a rogue, right? Or did I use up all my stuff?
Yeah, no, you've not used... You've used either a bonus action or an action to dash. You can still hide with one or the other. So it's fine. You can just do another hide action. And with a 27, that's even better than the last stealth check you did. You are the knight. You're Kevin. Okay. Rachel! Okay, so we now got Avonwaith's turn. I think Avonwaith is getting a bit pissed at these guys, but he's going to use command again to see whether we can just stop this shit. Also, I wonder... Let's see. Yeah, I guess actually instead of trying to use command, Avonwaith is going to use a different spell. Avonwaith is going to cast Hold Person, and he's going to cast it at 3rd level to hold these 2 guys, who are the last remaining guys. I guess there's that guy as well, but Avonwaith doesn't have the spell slots to do it. So we're going to go 2 wisdom saves. That one succeeds. That one succeeds. Okay, so Avonwaith has tried to hold them in place, unfortunately cannot. And at the end of everybody's turns, at the end of this round of combat, at the end of this session, you see that this swirling vortex that the woman just dashed into and disappeared through explodes in all directions. It is going to erupt as a grenade would. So I'm going to look up the stats for a grenade. And we're going to use that. Okay. As an action, blah, blah, blah. Each creature within 20 feet of an exploding grenade must make a DC 15 dex save, taking 5d6 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. So 20 feet from here is this, which means that this guy is about to take some damage. In fact, I think it would probably be bigger than that because it's not just a grenade, is it? It's like TNT.
Go to the Minecraft servers.
Let's have a look. Explosives. I want to see what they're Oh, for fuck's sake, D&D Beyond. Everything's a price tag on D&D Beyond. This is why I don't fucking use D&D Beyond. Everything else is free. What the fuck, they can't just do it. Explosives, 5e.
Everyone wants their slice of the pie.
Wikidot does it for free, for fuck's sake. Right. Bomb. Bomb, gunpowder, dynamite, grenades. Okay.
Don't forget this is a modern world. You could just homebrew it a little bit.
No, I am doing. It's just this is something wholly different. It's like force damage rather than like an explosive bludgeoning damage. It's not. This is a magical effect. I just want it to adequately reflect the amount of damage or the magnitude of explosion that you would see IRL. Each feature within blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Yeah, do you know what? Actually, grenade is the biggest explosive radius of all of them. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this is not adequate. That it's going to be a 30-foot radius. And so all of these 4 guys are going to get engulfed in the middle of it. They're going to take a total of 5d6 force damage from this vortex exploding in the center. So each of them takes 13 damage and gets flung 10 feet. So this guy gets reduced down as well. This guy gets reduced down as well. He'd already stopped fighting. This guy is now on 1 HP. So that guy gets tossed off the edge, falls, and hits the ground. Minimum damage is going to kill him. So this guy is now on 0. So he's now fully dead. This guy... So we're going to just roll 2d6 for all of these guys for the amount that they dropped by. Because you roll 1d6 for every 10 feet that you fall past 20. So those guys should have been there, I think. Yeah, 10 feet is there. Okay, so that guy had only just taken some damage, so he's now taking more. And then this guy, he was dead, but his body gets flung off the edge as well. So he is now fully out of it. That guy is fully out of it. That guy doesn't get affected. So you've got two guys that are, and I think it's only fair to say that they are knocked prone as well. So these guys are both knocked prone on the ground. And we've now got one guy who is still fighting. No, two guys who are still fighting, but one of which is knocked prone. Right, so let's say prone. And then this guy is going to say commanded to stop. And then, yeah, that guy's just a regular guy. Okay, that's the end of the session. That's where we got to. Okay, so at the end of this session, we've not quite ended our combat yet. I will allow each of you to do a collective intimidation check to see whether we can just end this non-violently right now. So everybody roll an intimidation check now, and we'll take the group average versus the insight of the remaining few. That's a 23 and a 15. Avonwaith needs to
And an
roll
8.
as well.
8. I'm not very intimidating.
That's a 14 for Avonwaith, so the average is between 14 and 15, because we go for the median. So then these guys need to roll, and they need to beat the 15, because we'll go for the higher of the two. So we'll go insight, insight, and insight. So they actually only get the 14, and you get the 15. All of these guys just drop their arms and hands up in the air. Stop! Everybody, stop! There's no point. There's no point in continuing. The portal's been closed. Everything's just destroyed. We should just end this. There's no point. We're just all going to die in the end, and she's just fucked off anyway. Let's all just surrender. So each of them drop to their knees, put their hands behind their heads, drop their weapons, and wait for your judgment. And that is the end of our session. Thank you very much, everybody. That was quite something.